Welcome to Top Best Channel, where we uncover the most captivating and controversial stories from around the world. Today, we're tackling a topic that you hear about in the news every day: the 10 most hated countries. Why are some nations so disliked while others are not? You won't believe which country tops the list. These countries are hated for many reasons: historical conflicts, political decisions, and cultural differences. In this video, we'll explore the fascinating and emotional stories behind this global animosity. You'll discover how deep-seated grudges and recent events shape our perceptions and why it matters to all of us. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to Top Best Channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss any of our exciting documentaries. Keep watching, because by the end of this video, you'll understand something profound about the world and perhaps even change how you see these countries. Ready to find out which nation is the most hated? Let's get started. Starting our list at number 10, we have India. India is a country of incredible diversity, with a history stretching back thousands of years. It's known for its vibrant culture, stunning architecture like the Taj Mahal, and booming tech industry. But why is it on our list? India faces criticism for several reasons. The ongoing conflict with Pakistan over Kashmir is a major issue. Both countries claim this region, leading to numerous clashes and a tense relationship. Religious tensions within India also cause unrest. With a population of over 1 billion people, the divide between different religious groups can sometimes lead to violence and discrimination. Stay with us as we move on to number 9. Syria, a country with a rich cultural history and home to ancient civilizations, is now synonymous with conflict and crisis. But how did it become one of the most hated countries? The Syrian civil war, which began in 2011, has devastated the nation. What started as peaceful protests against the government quickly escalated into a brutal conflict involving multiple factions, resulted in widespread misery, with hundreds of thousands of fatalities and millions forced to leave their homes. The involvement of foreign powers has further complicated the situation. Countries like Russia, the United States, and various regional players have supported different sides, turning Syria into a battleground for global interests. This has led to widespread destruction and a dire humanitarian crisis. Additionally, the rise of extremist groups like ISIS within Syria has fueled global fear and hatred. The atrocities committed by these groups and the subsequent refugee crisis have had a profound impact on how Syria is viewed worldwide. The story is tragic, but important to understand. Now, let's move on to number 8, and the reasons might just shock you. At number 8, we have Iraq. Iraq, a land with a history as ancient as civilization itself, is now known for its turmoil and conflict. But why is Iraq so disliked? The Iran-Iraq War in the 1980s was devastating, followed by the 1991 Gulf War, which further crippled the nation. However, it was the 2003 invasion by the United States that had the most significant impact. The invasion, aimed at toppling Saddam Hussein, led to chaos and instability. After Saddam's fall, Iraq struggled to establish a stable government. Sectarian violence between Sunni and Shia Muslims, as well as the rise of terrorist groups like ISIS, plunged the country into further conflict. The reasons for its negative image are deeply rooted in history and conflict. Stay with us as we explore number 7, and you'll see why these stories are so important to understand. At number 7, we have Iran. Iran, a country with a rich and ancient history, finds itself on our list due to several controversial factors. But what makes Iran one of the most hated countries? The 1979 Islamic Revolution was a turning point, transforming Iran from a monarchy under the Shah to an Islamic republic under Ayatollah Khomeini. This change led to significant tension with Western countries, particularly the United States. The US embassy hostage crisis in 1979 left a lasting mark on US and Iran relations. Additionally, Iran is often accused of supporting militant groups in the Middle East, which many countries see as destabilizing. This includes groups in Lebanon, Gaza, and Iraq, contributing to its negative image. Human rights issues within Iran also draw global criticism. The government's strict control over society, suppression of dissent, and treatment of women and minorities are frequently condemned. Moving on to number 6, we have Pakistan. Pakistan, a nation with a rich tapestry of culture and history, finds itself amidst controversy for several reasons. But what puts Pakistan on the list of most hated countries? The long-standing conflict with neighboring India, particularly over the region of Kashmir, remains a primary source of tension. The dispute has led to several wars and ongoing border skirmishes, contributing to regional instability and international concern. Pakistan's internal challenges, including political instability and terrorism, also impact its global image. The presence of extremist groups within its borders and accusations of state-sponsored terrorism have raised alarms worldwide. Now, let's uncover the story behind number 5 on our list: Israel. Israel, a nation born out of historical struggles and aspirations, finds itself at the center of one of the world's most enduring conflicts. But what makes it one of the most hated countries? The Israeli-Palestinian conflict, which has persisted for decades, remains a primary source of tension. The dispute over land and the treatment of Palestinians under Israeli occupation have led to widespread condemnation and international criticism. Israel's policies regarding settlements in occupied territories, as well as its military actions in Gaza and the West Bank, have fueled accusations of human rights violations and disproportionate use of force. Furthermore, Israel's close relationship with the United States and its influence in global politics have made it a lightning rod for controversy and debate. Stay tuned as we uncover more about the countries on our list. Now, let's delve into number 4 on our list: North Korea. North Korea, often shrouded in secrecy and mystery, stands as one of the most isolated and enigmatic countries in the world. But why does it garner so much global disdain? The authoritarian regime, under the leadership of the Kim dynasty, maintains strict control over its citizens, severely limiting freedoms and basic human rights. The regime's propaganda machine perpetuates a cult of personality around its leaders, further fueling international criticism. North Korea's pursuit of nuclear weapons and ballistic missile programs has raised significant alarm worldwide. The regime's provocative actions, including missile tests and threats of nuclear strikes, heighten tensions in the region and beyond. Brace yourself for number 3 on our list: Russia. Russia, a vast and influential nation with a tumultuous history, has often found itself under the spotlight of global scrutiny. But why does it rank as one of the most hated countries? Russia's assertive foreign policy, under the leadership of President Vladimir Putin, has raised eyebrows internationally. The annexation of Crimea in 2014, following political unrest in Ukraine, their 2022 invasion of Ukraine is a prime example. Not only it has led to the deaths of tens of thousands, and has severely damaged the economy of Ukraine. Accusations of Russian interference in foreign elections, including the United States, have further strained relations and fueled mistrust. Prepare to uncover the reasons behind number 2 on our list: United States. The United States, often hailed as a beacon of freedom and democracy, also finds itself at the center of global criticism. But why is it one of the most hated countries? The US has a complex relationship with the world, marked by both admiration and disdain. Its interventions in foreign conflicts, such as the Vietnam War and the Iraq invasion, have drawn international condemnation and fueled anti-American sentiment. Moreover, the United States' role as a global superpower has led to accusations of imperialism and cultural hegemony. Domestically, the US grapples with its own challenges, including racial tensions, political divisions, and socio-economic inequalities. The story behind its global influence and its impact on international relations are both fascinating and contentious. Here it is, the moment you've been waiting for. The number 1 most hated country in the world is China. China, a nation with a rich history spanning thousands of years, has emerged as a global superpower. But why does it top our list of the most hated countries? China's rapid rise to prominence has been accompanied by controversy and criticism. The Chinese government's authoritarian rule and strict censorship of dissent have drawn condemnation from human rights organizations and democratic nations. In 2023, China accounted for 35% of the world's total CO2 emissions. Additionally, they have consistently denied autonomy to Taiwan, Hong Kong, and Macau despite numerous protests. In fact, certainly, the violation of human rights in the country is so extreme that individuals risk being jailed for voicing their opposition through protest slogans. Furthermore, the government has been accused of committing genocide against the Uyghur population in Xinjiang, leading to the imprisonment of millions. The COVID-19 pandemic further strained China's relations with the world. Questions surrounding the origin of the virus and allegations of a lack of transparency in handling the outbreak have led to calls for accountability and transparency. And there we have it, folks. We've reached the end of our journey through the 10 most disliked countries. Each place has its own story, filled with struggles and challenges. But amidst all the headlines, let's not forget the people who call these countries home. They're just like us, hoping for peace and understanding. I hope this documentary has made you think a little differently about the world around us. Join us again on Top Best channel for more interesting stories. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on our next videos. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay curious and keep learning. Bye for now.